which for some reason is hell. Hell is at the core of the earth. Now, when I saw that movie, The Core, I ain't see hell. I ain't see demons, but whatever. Hell is in the core of the earth, child. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, King Nikki TV, where I give you commentary on popular movies and TV shows. In this video, I will be giving you a spoiler-free review of the new movie, The Devil Conspiracy, breaking things down with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Then at the very end, I will give you my spoiler-filled final thoughts, as well as an overall score. If you are not familiar with The Devil Conspiracy, it is a horror thriller about a cult who steals the Shroud of Turin for wicked purposes. Basically, the devil is here and it is really freaking bad. Now, starting with the good, I really like the concept of this movie. The church and cults and the devil and angels and good versus evil, great themes. Movies with similar themes would be like The Prophecy or Legion. I enjoy movies like that. I don't want to get too much into the central plot ideas, but it is, I'll say, similar to Jurassic Park. And I feel like it's a really good idea. Like, okay, this is interesting. Just the bones of the story for me, it's a good concept. They clone dead people like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, and they make babies for rich white folk. And I was literally watching like the scene. I was like, okay, nah, it better not be no black folk here, because child, we would not be here. We wouldn't be there. Also, more good. Visually, this movie looked good. We got a really grand cathedral with these massive sculptures. I love those sculptures. We see like hell and demons, etc., and it all looks really pleasing to the eye. Really good effects and CGI, but not overdone throughout the movie. Now, the movie won't go over your head with its religious themes. It is very easy to follow, even if you are not familiar with the Bible or Catholic religion or anything along those lines. But really, they go pretty left. Nothing is really biblically accurate here. I mean, I don't think. Unfortunately, though, baby, that is where the good ends. Now for the bad. This movie literally has the most useless hero I have ever seen in my entire life. You have ish happening for a bulk of the movie. Our female like lead protagonist is in dire straits, and the hero is freaking useless, nowhere to be found. There are moments when he comes in to presumably save the day or just help in the situation. It ends where it's like, bro, you might as well been on the beach chilling. Like, what you even came here for? Like, the good you doing, you might as well have not even come. The story stays on pretty much the same tone throughout. You know how typically the formula for a story is first act introducing characters, setting things up. Second act comes in and, you know, we have the central plot or conflict. We might get some like information and like a twist. Things are thrown in to kind of shake it up. The third act, final act comes, and sometimes there's some type of further like twist and reveal, something you thought was true or whatever. You know, you have like that climactic hype to the story. We didn't get like that type of like flow, like up and down. It was all very even toned the entire movie. The story stays on the same like little wavelength the whole time. No ups and downs. The story is like an EKG machine. You have your highs and you have your lows. That's from Seinfeld. Well, this EKG machine was hooked up to a dead body. The movie has no pulse at all. I want to say The movie felt really 80s B movie, but in the worst way. Like, not in a good way. Because I like B movies, but this was extremely cheesy B movie, campy, action horror in the worst way. There was a scene where our lead Laura was drawing in the dark, and that just irked my nerves. Like, that's tiny, but that really bothered me. Another issue in the movie never establishes or sticks to its own rules. Characters randomly have supernatural powers. For example, the ending was just completely ridiculous, but I'll get more into the ending in my spoiler section. But it pretty much ends on a note of like, okay, well, what y'all do all this for? Kind of like they was trying to do reverse psychology or something on the devil. I don't know, y'all. We have these plot devices moving the story along just to move the story along because it ends and it's like, well, I don't know how to talk about the ending without like really spoiler talking about the ending. So just know if you watch the movie, the ending makes absolutely no sense. I'll just say that. Now, the characters had no personality at all. The one character that was actually pretty good, they made a dumbass decision with that character. Our cult, our villains are really generic and forgettable, not even scary or anything at all. I went in expecting there to be more angel versus demon battles. We could have used more of the Angel Michael that the movie opens with. And now for the ugly. The singular thing I hated the most about this movie, the dialogue. Lord Jesus, up in heaven on your throne, the dialogue. This movie had the most unnatural and just bad, terrible, cheesy dialogue ever. First of all, I'm just not a fan of narration in movies, but the way it was done here felt so low grade. The movie opens with the scene of like space and like an asteroid falling from the sky. Lucifer smites the god, challenging his reign. Or whatever the hell they said, child. I can't remember the dialogue verbatim. But they have the devil falling from heaven as like an asteroid hitting the pit of earth with like this weird, terrible narration, this overlay of narration that was so hokey. And characters say stuff like, under the tyranny of God, the devil will free us from living in shadow. Baby, the devil. Okay, y'all. The devil was saying stuff like, I vow to have my revenge. F you, Dad. There were moments where I literally laughed out loud, and I doubt that was the intended effect. Then we have this moment where the devil is revealing his master plan to the angel Michael, and the devil is like, my plan is the ultimate. F you, Dad. And I'm literally watching like, is this real? Ultimately, this is a pretty good idea that gets marred by horrible dialogue, generic characters, forgettable characters. I can't remember them people. And a very flawed story. I give The Devil Conspiracy a solid 3.5 out of 10. And now, before I get into my spoiler-filled final thoughts, you can sign off here if you do not want any spoilers, but I mean, you might as well, because the movie ain't, thank you for watching up until this point. Now, along the lines of that terrible dialogue, they also made some terrible character decisions. The ultimate that I really, really feel, I ain't gonna say ruined the movie because it was a lot of bad, but opening the movie, we have the Angel Michael played by this black guy who is actually really good in this. He has a charisma and a scene presence, and he is one of the few people in the movie that can act. And his character has like this strength and power of an angel. But the movie makes the dumbass decision to have this priest played by a pretty like flat, monotonous actor. They have the priest as he's dying, use my body, Michael, to defeat Satan and his minions. Why couldn't the angel Michael just come down to earth? Why did he need to inhabit a human body? Again, movie never establishes rules. This is never explained. They tell us that the devil can't inhabit a human body without destroying it because of how powerful his rage and anger is. But there isn't any explanation as to why the angel Michael can't just come down to earth as is. I mean, he was able to go down to hell and free folk who weren't supposed to be down there. So why he couldn't just come to earth in his angel form? So an angel can go down to hell, but can't come down to earth. But this is a huge flaw because they choose a much less exciting actor for one. And for two, this is what made the hero so freaking useless. When the angel first inhabits the dying priest's body or dead priest's body, our lead Lord is being kidnapped, right? He goes after her and just falls to the ground. He has some kind of, headache or something. There is really no explanation. And then there are moments when we see like this blue kind of, piercing through his skin and body. And in those moments, he's hurt or something. Again, though, no understanding of this or what the hell is happening. When the priest angel, when we first get him having this episode, he goes into the priest's car and he takes some pills. What are these pills? Why are you taking them? Why did the priest have them? Anyway, the remainder of the movie, the angel-human hybrid, is useless a lot of the time because sometimes the angel-human hybrid has power and sometimes he don't. I need movies to establish and follow their own dang rules. Literally the most useless hero I have ever seen. And to my point of the movie not establishing its own rules, when Lucifer is cast out of heaven as an asteroid or meteor and ends up hitting the pit of earth, which for some reason is hell. Hell is at the core of the earth. Now, when I saw that movie, The Core, I ain't see hell. I ain't see demons, but whatever. Hell is in the core of the earth, child. Michael chains the devil in hell, sticks, like the little sword in the rock. So he's stuck in hell. But for some random reason, in the middle of the movie, the earth shakes and Lucifer is free. Why did the earth just all of a sudden shake him loose? The folks above felt this like it was like a kind of earthquake, but there was no context. I think they were in Italy or something. Does Italy get earthquakes? And even if they do, how come no earthquake before this ever shook him loose? But then we get to that ending, was it God who just shook him loose? So the main plot of the story is that this cult uses DNA from dead people to clone them, right? Like Jurassic Park did with the dinosaurs. They take the DNA and create babies. So this cult takes some shroud that has Jesus' blood or something of his DNA to clone him. But the plan is to have the devil inhabit the fetus and be born on earth, right? Because remember, he can't just inhabit a human because he destroy him. So they think this will work. They kidnap Laura and other women and implant her with a fertilized egg. Baby, who fertilized it? Who egg? Who knows? Not relevant to the story, I guess. They send her down to hell. And we have this smoke-like version of the devil go inside her and possess the baby, possess Laura. Now, there's a pretty good scene of Laura being possessed by the devil, though her possession freaking comes and goes, child. But anyway, at the very end of the story, Michael tells Lucifer, "You chose the wrong baby. This is Jesus' body and you'll be imprisoned in him. This was God's plan all along." Wait, what the heck? So, baby, what did we do all this for? Why are we even here? Why didn't we just let the dang cult do their thing? Why were we fighting this in the slightest if it was all God's plan all along for the devil to be in prison in Asian baby Jesus? What you wanted This is basically what they said. What you wanted and what you thought we didn't want you to want, we actually wanted you to want because you'll be imprisoned in the body you chose. Fooled you. Like, huh? And the movie ends with little baby Jesus child, Asian baby Jesus child, where you see like that devil smoke floating. Okay, y'all, don't come with no sequel, please. Man, like, I can't. I just can't. I walked in really wanting to like this, and I didn't. And it didn't even need to be phenomenal. I like cheesy B movie, but this was just bad. Not so bad it's good, just bad. My takeaway from the devil conspiracy is that the devil is an idiot. Angels are useless. And all the conspirators were just here, just to be here. I can see it now, y'all. The devil conspiracy 2. White Jesus versus Asian Jesus. Michael's back. If you've seen the devil conspiracy, I am so sad for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Or, hey, did you have a better experience in the movie than I did? No shame. If you loved it, let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, for supporting the channel. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.